welcome everyone out there as we kick off NECC Nationals play with your Valorant Gold team taking on the Mavericks of Colorado Mesa. This will be a best-of-3 match, and we are entering Lotus to kick things off. We know this is an Augie favorite. And a double for now light skin here as they
triple for light skin. Light skin just taking back the B site. Wow. Loki with early contact. This wall might make it a little bit difficult along with the star. But Dust takes out the Killjoy. And he's going to be aware of the Astra. And Dust takes both. What a start for your Augustana Vikings. Taking pistol around. The early aggression coming from them is something they do. I see them do every single time they play Lotus. And this is the one time there was one of the few times that no contact was made, and they just took B site because of that. Luckily, Lightskin with 3 on that retake was not letting them. They were not holding that smoke. They thought with the wall there, they were clear to just hold B link, and that was unfortunately not the case. The Lightskin will take his 2 and his 3rd through the wall. It's like the exact same play again, something they like to do a lot, but with the contact made from Monkey Man Sam, it's going to come that there's a lot towards C, and that's going to cause an early rotate for everyone else. Monkey Man Sam preparing to take the first set of contact. Light's going to smoke him off, but I guess it is better safe than sorry here. Loki not rotating, prepared for any sort of retakes, and as they're going to group up to take B here. You'll see what Lightskin has to say about that one again. Loki still has his jet dash, and he still has the 2 smokes. He can probably get out of here. He takes the first one on the sky, and he gets out cleanly. I told you, this kid, he's a really good jet player, and he takes a second. Wow, what a shot! And unfortunately not traded out. He actually manages to get away with 20 HP, and he's going to sneak around the smoke. There is potential for another one, and Rika's just going to take him right to the smoke. And Lightskin with nothing but a ridiculous Lightskin play for himself. But, wow.
Well, there's a great slow play by Augie defense there to just kind of wait and try to take that
their patience is impeccable.
Loki sitting there, and all of a sudden 5 peeked out around that corner, and that rotate was fast over to the A side.
Not letting that one slide. I'm surprised. I don't know how Lightskin gets away with 1 there on what he just did. I knew Loki was taking 1 for sure. The fact that he got the second one, even better. And he managed to live for a 3rd one. That was just... We're getting the exact same play, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. If they get that early aggression, they could use the SMGs to possibly take out a free one. Fast aggression towards the seaside. Monkey Man Sam's getting a little bit of pressure. He's just going to back up. Looks like Dust is going to do such the same. And they're going to have full control of site. This is going to be a 5v5 retake. Full control of site. They have a little bit of knowledge of whereabouts some could be. I don't know if they'll be ready for this state. Now they might be, now that the orb comes out. And Dust trying to catch out a corner here. Not fortunate with it. It looks like they're probably gonna aggress towards spawn here as Nexus takes out the first. And they're just gonna push into spawn. They're gonna try to run Dust down. And Dust takes 1 but immediately traded out. Loki takes his next. And a whiff from Nexus. An immediate trade out by Loki. What a shot. Loki goes for a Loki type play right there. Rika gonna get it down to half. Gonna try to stick it. What a play. Probably could have stuck it to half and gone for a little bit of peek, but she wasn't 100% sure where that killjoy was. Was aware of the sky and probably could have predicted the sky to push her, but I wouldn't have expected a killjoy to be pushing. I would have expected a killjoy to wrap behind her, to be honest. Still, I think that was probably an amazing bonus round, 3 for the count. And now they are on a full buy, while the Mavericks are on a kind of a light buy, force buy here. We're gonna see how this plays out.
I'll find you.
I like this eye that Dust does. I usually see him do it every round, but I see he does it a little bit early because I know they would have to be full running in order for that to catch anybody. I feel like if you waited a few extra seconds, I feel like that would probably catch somebody, or at least they'd have to shoot it. But they're going to go ahead and aggress down C long. And this play from Nexus right here is probably about to get totally taken out unless he plays very patient. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to do. The Sage is going to wall across, and Monkey Man Sam with the first kill. And the second kill. That is Spike. He has good control of the Spike now. Now he can probably just hold. This is going to be a nice little hold for Augustana, just holding the Spike. They now know where one else is. They aren't 100% sure about the Raze. The Raze pushing them. And Loki's just going to run this guy down. Nothing this man could have done in that position. And now Raze spotted out. There's no way this person lives. Probably could have gotten the one, but unfortunately, actually not really too unfortunate, that Monkey Man Sam gets a nice little jumping headshot.
30 seconds left.
Killjoy.
Gun here.
Killjoy with 2. And even Molly's off Loki. He's getting his ones. It was a great play from, I believe, Shard. Oh, but he's going to slow walk in right into Loki, but does take the one and trade it immediately by Light Skin. I think that was such a great hold by Monkey Man Sam. His Killjoy utility is really good. I've been with him. I've known this man since elementary school, and he started getting into first-person shooters back in Counter-Strike back in like 2017 roughly, and since then his aim just been getting a lot better, especially in this game where the game is a little bit slower than CS, like the movement at least, and so his aim has just been going through the roof. His utility usage is even better. The more he keeps working on this, the better of a player I see this person becoming. And that's awesome.
You should run.
Killjoy out coming out on a B. And it looks like Lightskin's going to get a fast flank. I don't know if he's going to be ready for this Astra, though. Astra taking it right out. And they're just going to get out and give up B. And Raze. Nexus with a very, very questionable play. And Dust saved by the enemy Sage. And Rika's just going to run them down. Although unfortunately traded, leaving Dust in a 1v2, knowing Killjoy's lit in a 1v2 with 10 HP.
Spike planted.
He could possibly take the one, pick up the Vandal, and get out of there, but
I'll find you.
I don't. To be honest, don't see him getting away with one here, especially with that eye not catching the Killjoy. The Killjoy's just gonna peek him right here and take out the free kill. That is 2 to 3 favor of Augie. What a crosshair. 2-3 in favor of Augie. And it looks like this is a sort of a force buy for the Vikings. Yeah. Force buy. It looks like each team has one or two people that are struggling with a little bit of economy. They can buy the Sage if they wanted to, but I guess Sage is feeling the Spectre over a Vandal or Phantom. Okay, we have a wall coming out for A. They're setting up for a fast push A, and Rika already 1 HP. Great set of utility. Like I just said about the utility. Instantly traded though. She's probably gonna need to get a heal off here. That takes out 2. Wow. Amazing work coming out of a Marshall. Now we just gotta see what the rest of this weaponry can get. And Monkey Man Sam's gonna take 1, but unfortunately not so unfortunately anymore. Loki takes 2. Unfortunately traded out, and that leaves Dust in a 1v1. Has the suck. Misses it though, so he knows he's pretty deep. And he swings out, and that's a free one for Guy. That's a high five right there.
My ult is ready.
Looks like we come into a save buy for the Mavericks here. 4-2 favor of Augie. 4 ults on Augie. Nothing but a raise ult for Nexus. Sure they will be calling this out. Nowhere near any ults. This could be really good. This could be the next few rounds here, unless they get a few good kills on a save. They farm some orbs here. We'll have to just find out. Looks like they're grouping up for a C take. They're gonna meet Loki and Lightskin on this early pick. And that's what I meant about him waiting a little bit for it. Does get the instant info, and he's just gonna run it down. Unfortunately, traded immediately. Probably could have gotten away with 2 there if he didn't take too long on the first kill, but Reek is just gonna come in and clean everything up with Dust. Amazing bit of teamwork right there. The fast rotate off of B just to help that. Amazing work. Costed 2 ults. One of them was Jets, and unfortunately one of them was a great retake ult, but we still do have Killjoy ult. Absolute amazing ult for a retake like that. And it looks like we got another save slash flight buy for the Mavericks. I don't know if they're not really talking the economy too much, but they're grouping up for a fast B hit. They're gonna flash right on the site, and Augustana already has 3 people surrounding them. But Nexus takes Reek out immediately. They're gonna molly off Dust. Dust does get the information that they are on site, and Monkey Man Sam's just gonna pop his ult. And that's forcing them to push this. Loki takes the Sage out, and it looks like they've backed off a B and they've grouped towards A main / no. They're re-hitting. They're prepared for a re-hit, and nobody's on site at all. They're just having site for free. Shady prepared to hold for a fast retake because the Sage unfortunately missed the wall a little bit, and he clears that there is one for sure. A link or B link, C link.
Where are you?
I's not gonna see anyone because Sky's tucked into the corner, and this is a pretty decent sandwich coming in. The Mavericks, we have no idea where else it is, and Loki's just gonna come in. I stand corrected. They came in, everybody got their one quick little retake, literally 2 seconds. Outstanding work. 6-2. Let's see if the economy is pretty good. They did get the plant here, and they are on a loss bonus. Yes, they will have a good buy here this time, finally. We're going to see what it comes from. They do have Killjoy ult. The only ult on Augustana's side is Reyna ult, but I mean, we've seen what Rika can do, so we'll find out how crazy that goes.
He has some great builds there. He had Dust building up to 3. He's halfway through his next ult already, and that's just been 1 round since the last use. If you can build that fast, use them as fast as they come.
As unfortunate though on Lotus, it is more of an attacker side of map. I think mainly because of the orb placements. The orb placements are a lot, besides the A orb, it's mainly for attacker sided, because of course the B orb is right in B mid, the C orb is deep in C main, and then even this one here in A main, it's right outside of doors. So they can't even get to that quick, and Lightskin's gonna take a quick kill on Nexus. Wasn't ready for him to aggress into B length like that. But now with the door open, they have to be prepared. They have to watch that. This is gonna really slow down their push. Lightskin doesn't care. He's just gonna walk right in. Monkey Man Sam's walking with him. They have full control of the spike. And they just come swarming on in to take care of the rest. That was a flawless victory on a buy round, and they are right back to their light buy / save possibly. It looks like there's going to be a light / force buy here. Right back at it. Wow. Putting them right back in their place here. 7-2 favor of Augie. They're just showing that they can dominate this game.
Time for a field test.
Looks like Mavericks are going to go ahead and do like a sort of a light buy here. It does look like that one of them did have a gun. And Loki taking quick contact. dinked immediately, but he's not gonna back up. He's gonna go for one, and he's unfortunately gonna miss, but he will get out alive, and that dog will probably kill him. And does miss him actually. The dog normally does about 20 to 30 damage, so if that did touch him, that would have been a quick kill. And Monkey Man Sam unfortunately gonna be caught pushing through to a place that he should not have. Finally are taking care of those lurks, and they're just grouped up outside of C with one stuck in spawn. As they group up towards C, this is probably just going to be a very fast C take. This, if they wait just a slight bit longer, they might not expect them to be here anymore, and that's exactly what's happening. Rika is going to run away, and so is Lightskin. They know they don't have a person on A anymore, so they have to get off of. And here comes the Killjoy out. That's going to bring them right back in. And let's see if Dust can take one before that Killjoy out comes out. Oh, they're going to be very patient this time. Loki might try to post up here in this corner and try to get an op shot. But the flash is going to come in. He's going to have to get out of there, and unfortunately, he's going to get caught. Now it's up to Dust. As long as they don't push him, it's up to Dust to hold it down for Loki. And he's going to do just that. Excellent hold. They might not be aware of this person pushing the smoke. This might have to be a very deep clear. Looks like two are going to group them to spawn. They're not going to be ready. They're not going to be ready for a second one.
Still waiting.
It's going to be a huge kill right here. And they are. Rika sees them. And they got to expect the Sage is fairly close. They don't expect the Sage. Sage gets one, immediately traded out. Actually gets two. Wow. That is actually huge for them. That Stuck's going to get him right off, and next is going to take his. Lightskin. Gonna have to stick this. Not much more time left on his smoke, and he's just going to keep sticking. He's going to keep sticking. He does it again. We've seen it last season, and he does it again. This time against two people. And he's probably just going to peek out. Unfortunately, gets the leg. That was so close on that shot. Wow. This kid's crazy. I can hear him screaming in the other room too. 8-2 in favor of Augie. These retakes, not only are they great on this map in general for holding and for attacking, but in the time that comes and they need to retake, they do it. Seems like sometimes almost flawlessly. Obviously that time it was definitely in favor of Mavericks, but they just couldn't hit the right spot, and Lightskin's gonna take a free defuse. That's going to be a nice little slowdown with that flash. And a deep smoke. They could get aggressive here. And it looks like that's exactly what the... Could have been a bad smoke. I'm sorry, I guess. Loki's going to take one. Maybe bad smoke on purpose. As they take out three, quick as possible. They clear close, and they know that they have to be back towards spawn. And Loki's just going to keep pushing in. Misses the shot on Sky, but... Unfortunately, he gets taken out. And Sage does have res here if they can get back up to B-Link. Sky's going to take out another, but... Monkey Man Sam cleaning up. Cleaning up, absolutely.
Last round before the switch.
9-2, and it looks like they're going to have to buy whatever they possibly can to try to win this round. Weirdly, though, we have seen that they can take the site very, like... It seems like... A little fair, like if they don't hit their initial shots, they take sight. They usually do. So we can see them take sight. They just need to hold it. That's all. I'm sure that's what they're commenting to each other right now. Like, guys, we can take sight. We just gotta hold it. And Augustana is just saying the same shit. They're just, let's just roll them. Just keep rolling them.
I've got your trail.
Dust the only one holding Seaside. And he's gonna come. He's getting a lot of utility usage all over C. And like I said, you're giving up sight, playing it passive, playing it smart, not letting them get any early picks. They don't have sight. They have the Killjoy ult. They know they can push. And Rika taking one while full suppressed or concussed. That has to be very disappointing towards that race. And Sage is gonna get caught right off. No res available. And here comes the Killjoy. We saw what happened last week with that Killjoy ult. I don't know if it was last week or a few weeks ago, but Dust is gonna walk right in and take another one. And that's gonna push him back right into Lightskin, who's probably just gonna clean up the job right here. Lightskin with the one. And they have no idea where that last person is. Oh, it doesn't matter. Last player's on B. He'll take his one. Probably gave Monkey Man Sam a little bit of a scare, or probably ticked him off a little bit. Like, why aren't you with your team? Come on. But all it was a little bit of a mental that I don't think is gonna affect them whatsoever, because they just keep running it down, and it's winning. It's working. It's winning. It's like Augustana's grouping up for an A take here. Nobody lurking whatsoever. They're just gonna full send this. See how this round goes down in our books. 10-2 at the half. I want to say that's a very productive half in my opinion.
There.
We're gonna push right in, getting info and immediately, and Nexus just taken out right away, and Arp then taken out also immediately. Rika with 2, and she's just gonna walk right on the site. 150 HP. Don't think this is gonna be a problem. Takes out the Pink Ranger. Pushes in. Unfortunately traded by Shady. But a 4v2, full control of site, already has plant down, and they've aggressed towards spawn, so they can fight this. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. They did make the comms that both of them are out there. And I think Lightskin's just toying with him at this point. He takes the one and just run her around. Did make the comm. 2 of you guys are low. We should probably just play it a little passive, and I think this round is just now in the books now. It starts speeding up, and Buddy's not even on site yet. Does take out Dust though. Taps it, and immediately the molly's gonna get him off. Ooh. This might be a little bit scary, but it's okay. Loki wraps around. He didn't run away. He didn't think the round was over. Very smart guy. I'm telling you, these guys have amazing patience, and I love it. And I love they don't back away. They make sure the round is won before they start doing whatever they think they need to be doing. And looks like here comes a force out of the Mavericks here. I feel like they must force. It's 11-2. They don't really have much left in them. They might have to go for the very, very long pullback or prey on their pistol game. Might go for the very long pullback here. We'll find out.
I don't know if you want to wait for the bonus to be your potential last round of the game.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying they should probably force it. But doesn't look like they did. And again, Rika, no problem with just running it down. Plays it back, does not get too aggressive. Actually, I stand corrected. That's exactly what she's gonna do, and unfortunately taken right out. But the damage is done. Sites taken, bombs planted, utility still in use. Uses it just a tad bit late with that pull, as Loki has full control of their spawn. This last player, this Ray's not ready for what's about to come. All 3 are just gonna walk on the site, and immediately Loki trades Monkey Man Sam. I think that was a good save / force that they did there. They did take 3. That is an economy hit, and they will have a full buy here. They are gonna go for that. That bonus is apparently going to be their possible last round now, as they have to force another Marshal, another Spectre, and only 3 rifles. One of which not really being. I don't know if you can hit it. If you can be very patient and calm with your shots, it can the Guardian can be a really nice rifle. But we're gonna have to find out how this Killjoy plays, as they're gonna just not, you know, I keep saying it, not broke don't fix, but it looks like they're preparing for a B hit. They're just sending Lightskin to do a couple stupid smokes and stupid TPs and be a nuisance on him like he always does. That's how he gets out so much stuff done. And they're just gonna walk on a B for free now. Nobody on B whatsoever. And this push through spawn. There it is, like I said about the Guardian. Can be good, can be mid, just depends on the player. And Dust and Lightskin with 2 amazing kills. Now they have to be prepared for a possible sandwich, and they do have a molly on the bomb here. Lightskin with 3, and don't think he's gonna have any sort of a problem. He now knows where the last one is, and he's push him. He knows exactly where he is. He did fall for the bait, but he takes him right out. What an amazing round for Lightskin to win out the bonus and win out the entire game right here. What a game. 13-2. Now that was a remark to start Nationals right there. We'll be right back with map 3. Map 2.
Welcome back, everyone, as we get into map number 2 of this best 3 series. Your Vikings just had a dominant Lotus win. We will see how they fare on Split here.
Just had a talk with the team. They were just all sorts of just annoyed with how Split was picked, but we'll see how they play. I'm sure they're just going to do just fine. I, for one, also not a big fan of Split, so I completely understand that. How they feel, but so let's see how they play out here. They do have that raise to counter the Cypher, so it looks like Cypher's may not going to be super useful, hopefully, unless this guy has some crazy setups. And looks like Sage's going to go for an early pick and just take it immediately. Pounding heals. He's going to run right through it. Next is going to take 2.
Down B.
Dust is going to immediately trade out, and they're just going to group up and push up Heaven right here. Both healers dead, but both healers are dead on the opposing side. This is almost a mirrored lineup, I just noticed. Yeah. Both sides looks like it's more in favor of the Mavericks though, with 2 being lit on Augie's side. Heals did not come out like they should have, pushing a little too fast, ran right into the Cypher utility, but Cypher being dead, don't have to worry much more, and they should just be able to walk right on the site here. Right into Nexus, the only lit player on the Maverick side, and Maverick being very calm and precise about that. Still gets taken out by Dust. That still leaves 2 lit players though, so this retake could be very possible, and they're both going to push out through Heaven here. Gonna wait out the smoke just a little bit, and that Killjoy turret, that's going to give out great info. As they are just going to glide right on the site. And it's not necessarily too planar for him, but Monkey Man Sam takes an early quick pick, and Lightskin, no problem with taking a little bit of a little flank. I think that's what they were both about to do until Monkey Man Sam turned right around, but excellent round from Augustana to bring that back after how crazy it was right off the bat. They're going to go ahead and just get their weapons, and it looks like they're going to group up for an A push. They're preparing for a lurk, or they looks like they are going to prepare for a lurk from, looks like, Monkey Man Sam. Killjoy lurk, we love it. We love it. Looks like Loki and Monkey Man Sam's going to push out. He's just spot the one mid, and he does hear a lot of people barreling down mid. They make the comms. They're just going to walk around A at that point now, and Monkey Man Sam's going to live. Loki unfortunately taken out, and that's going to be an SMG in favor of Mavericks. 2 SMGs it looks like. Monkey Man Sam going to play as careful as possible now, not to give him another kill and possibly even take out 1, 2 or more or so, but they are going to hear him. They are going to hear him barreling through spawn, and they're probably going to try to meet him up right here. They all heard him. This is going to be a bloodbath on one of the sides, and it just misses the jet, but does dink out the Sage. Sage should get a nice little 30 HP heal out for him. And they're just gonna, they got it planted for heaven. They're just gonna continue to play this fairly safe. Rika ready with the flash, just blinds everyone, but unfortunately, never mind. Connects on 2 immediately, and they still have this nade for bomb.
One enemy remaining.
Excellent job, and that's round right there. Light Skin's just gonna hold it out, but that was an amazing save for the Mavericks, not gonna lie. Taking out 4 of them and leaving nothing. It does leave a Bulldog though. It is a decent weapon, but it looks like they're gonna have to be a little more calm with their buy now for this bonus, which does lower the potential for the bonus round win by a huge margin. Usually when you get those nice clean rounds, you can maybe get yourself heavier armor, more utility, but looks like they're gonna have to all light SMG, light pistols even. That looks like that's coming out from Loki and possibly Dust here. The Stingers, the Spectres come out, unfortunately. No good rifle, but a quick flash and a quick take for Light Skin. He's gonna just clear everything to do with Heaven right here. Knows there's not one rope, but knows that someone can possibly be Heaven. Unfortunately does not see this Jet. Shady's going to get away with his life a little bit longer. Both of them are going to get away with their life. And oh, he does spot the Jet, and the Jet does spot him. Jiggle out. Does take out Shady and almost takes Nexus out. That was that 100 ping diff, honestly, and he's going to get that instant heal. So unfortunately, does take out the armor, which is huge, honestly. But with the Spike being down in a very uncomfortable position, can only hope. Rika does take out Pink Ranger. This is looking really good in favor of Augustana, but they have full control of that Spike. Nexus here, pushing right in. What a play from Nexus, honestly. Is able to take 2, knows exactly where Rika is, and Rika's just gonna finish this man off, but the nade will do the exact same. Unfortunate drop position for that Spike. It was looking so good in favor of Augustana until such thing happened. And with taking 2 out on the bonus, that's going to force Pink Ranger and Shady to be on a very light buy. Again, not really near that ult, so it's even better. Oh, they are going to make a buy. So now we have Nexus on a shotgun on a Judge. Now Split, I feel like you need a shotgun on defense. For ropes or for a close main hold. Like, I recall, I think it was Monkey Man Sam was talking about how Coach Noob talked about how you needed either an Odin on Ascent or a shotgun on Split. That is something he did bring up to them, and so it looks like Mavericks are going to do that for him, so I'm sure they'll have no problem doing the exact same back, though, and even on a much harder basis. Looks like there's going to be a group up mid. They take out the wall immediately, and this is going to force the Sage to peek out. That nade does get the one on Monkey, and even the one on Lightskin. That was a really, really good play coming from one of the lightest bot players right now. Big advantage for the Mavericks, and they are going to take full control of B main also, forcing not really much able left to do. They do have 2 people now holding mid. They have a person deep in B main, and they have people all over A site. Not much more left that Augustana could do, but we're about to find out what Rika can pull.
Look at that.
What I was talking about, that is full control of B site. All they have to worry about is Heaven. Going to be out a little bit to Heaven, but they're going to get this quick planted. And immediately, Shady just runs right out. Takes out Rika. Takes out Loki also, and that just leaves Gaia stuck in main with 15 seconds left. He's probably just getting run down. I'm sure Shady saw Dust as he was dashing on by. I don't know. Yeah, he did. And he's going to set up a nice little clean one-way out of a jet smoke there. Okay. Like, Dust is going to go for a little bit of a safer. Unfortunately, taken out by Shady. 2-2. All tied up.
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my finger.
Forcing Augustana to go back into a save slash maybe light buy. But 2 ults both on the duelists for the Mavericks. We're getting close to that res and that TP, whereas Augustana is also getting very close with all of their ults. Actually, this could be huge within the next few rounds here, as long as everyone consistently frags, consistently gets some orbs, and keeps things going. He's gonna make a fast play mid. This time they aren't going to be holding that. And Lightskin just gonna run the Sage down, but unfortunately the shock and what I was just talking about was right there. That nade's gonna force them back a little bit. And here comes the showstopper. The showstopper's gonna take Reek out. And he's gonna take... Next is gonna take out 2. And the nade comes out, pushing Dust back and even killing him. What a round coming out of Nexus, who was only 6 HP and just wants more. Loki denies the ace, but that is round number 3 in favor of the Mavericks. I don't know, maybe 100 pings the new thing, you know? We'll have to find out. Nexus showing he has no problems doing the things he can do, bouncing around with satchels. And glitching around, I guess. It looks like Mavericks are going to be set up for a fast B aggression, whereas Augustana is fully set up for A site. Not even a single lurk. They're probably just going to go right up to heaven here. We're going to find out what happened.
Bomb buddy out.
Send in the Roomba,
There.
and they're just going to do nothing but swing out. They know that the Cypher is here, and Lightskin getting right into heaven. He can clear out Raze, no problem, but he might not expect the second one to be coming out. But he does catch Omen on the rotate. Is getting ready, and Guy Dust out there with the support on Lightskin, and here comes in the heal. Everybody in good position, everybody in good health, and Shady unfortunately looks like he's gonna have to save. I see no doubt with this now being 3-3, all tied up. Possibly going to push Economy a little bit back. I don't know. They have won the past... I think they've won 3 straight now, right? This was 3 straight for the Mavericks. And doing it on a light buy also a few rounds. So I feel like their economy might still be good. And Lightskin's going to be taken out on the... They now fully know where he's at. They know he's saving. They can be calm about it. I also couldn't really hear how fast he was taking, so... And they will get away with that op. They are fully aware that there's an op on the board, so they might need to be a little bit careful, especially for mid. Or I want to say they have been noticing the Jet is on A side, and if they are making that comm, they are going to be prepared for a B/mid hold.
Help a girl out, would ya?
3-3 all tied up. It looks like they're going for that B hit, and it looks like Jet's gonna go for a fast pick here. Let's see how this turns out. Quick flash on Omen. That's allowing the Jet to swing right out, and they're about to walk right into an op crosshair. But they're playing this very patient, and they use the flash and everything, and that's gonna cause Lightskin to just push right in and get right onto site. And Lightskin unfortunately taken out by Harp, and Harp's even gonna take 2 out. Huge round from the man. But I'm sure Lightskin has calmed that that the Jet was indeed 1 HP. Well, probably healed up by now, and Shady is gonna take one out. Traded right away. Traded right away by Dust, who does get the second, and he gets the clutch, the 1v. I guess yeah, that was a 1v2, 1v3 for Dust. Seems like Omen's our clutch guy right now. We saw Lightskin with it in a 1v2 last game, 4 game actually, and now here we are, Guy in a 1v2 to secure the 4th round, giving them that lead that they need and sending them right into a light buy. As they prep for a mid/A take.
I've got your trail.
They're gonna Mavericks are also gonna be getting aggressive for a mid take. And this is gonna clear out. Amazing utility usage from Cypher, who does take Lightskin out right after, but Loki trading him out right away. And they do know that one is set heaven.
You will not kill my
And Loki is gonna kill Lightskin. They are aware that raises heaven, and Loki is gonna do no problem with taking Nexus out. But Harp getting 2 from the flank. They were not prepared for that, man. I think Monkey Man Sam's in a prime position to possibly get one if the timing is right, though. And he will hear that one is TP'd towards elbow. And Harp is going to take Dust out. Now, this isn't necessarily planted for
Enemy remaining.
for Monkey Man Sam. So that one on
One enemy remaining.
My ultimate
That one on Rico was really good for him, and
Swarm grenade out.
Pokemon Sam doing no problem with clutching out that round. Another 1v2 for Augustana. Luckily, the damage was definitely done, but that was definitely not the greatest position for Monkey Man Sam. Like I said, the timing though did get him the one, no problem. But if that Omen had a little more health, and because the nade, I don't believe the nade really landed, so if he did stick it a little bit and he had more health, that probably would have been pretty dangerous for Monkey Man Sam. But I'm sure, luckily, everyone did their damage. Unfortunately, it took 4 of them, but it looks like Next is setting up for a very close hold. If they wait this out just long enough, they might have actually even spotted a gun. Oh, they did not. They're spamming backside. If they wait a little bit longer, oh, and Next is getting his 2 and running it down, but unfortunately traded out before he could do any more. And amazing damage coming out from that Roomba. Actually, I might be standing corrected. That thing's kind of it doesn't really do the craziest of damage anymore. And they will have sight, no problem. I'm sure Rika's now waiting on a heal come out from Loki. It looks like they get flash from behind. Hopefully they are aware of that. Yep. And they're not ready for the guy to just swing them sight. And Shard is going to do no problem with just cleaning them up because both of them were unable to be ready to react for that. 4-5 favor of Augie.
Look for my shadows, they will hide you.
Nexus and Harp doing everything to keep this going, because we saw how it went first map, and it's lucky they have their map pick, and unfortunately Augustana isn't the biggest fan of this map, and so they did make a very good choice here. But it's still being a close game, still even in Augie's favor. Augie, I think if Augie manages 7, this can look very bad. And honestly, with 5 on attack, it's already looking very bad. And here we see Lightskin doing everything to put as much pressure on this Jet, forcing him back. And this might be a little crazy with this push, and he's gonna take out Jet and even pick up the op and walk away with it. And they're gonna pop outside, giving it to Loki. You gotta give the Jet man his up, you know. And unfortunately runs right into the crosshair of Shard. Dust does in fact manage to get a nice little teleport down. They are aware of one guy on site, and Dust has no problem taking him down. 1 hit and manages to get the kill. He does still have a TP to get the spike here. And I don't think they saw that there was a spike was up there, and Shady gets his 1, and that puts Dust in a very bad position. Luckily he did get his heal before Loki was taken out, but Dust in a not with the brightest of weapon to be in a 1v1 with against someone who's full HP. But still, I think a great round for what little they had. They will unfortunately have an op yet again. And Rika's going to be a little low on money here. Everyone seems to be low on money. If they do lose this round, this can look really bad for Augustana. But I think 5 is definitely more than enough coming for a split, attacker side split. They'll do no problem. I'm sure they'll probably maybe do no problem holding. If not, yet again, wasn't their pick. It doesn't need to be in their favor. Instantly missed by the Jet here, who's going to be pushed back, and Lightskin's going to take full control of Heaven. They're going to get full control of Heaven. I love this play so much. I love taking control of Heaven, not really worrying about sight until you absolutely have to, cutting off those rotates, and they now know 1 is... Never mind, that was a teammate that hit the kill, and Loki's just going to take Shady out, and that is... There's no more op. They have the res if they absolutely would like to use it, secure this round. I don't think they will. And Lightskin has full control of Heaven and Harp. It's going to be a nice one. He does pop the gun out, and that's going to be a free kill for Lightskin. They now know the last one stuck screen. And Loki doing no problem doing what Loki does. Excellent take from Augustana. They got a little bit too aggressive, and they punished him for it. I love seeing that. I love seeing Lightskin just take his control with those satchels. I see this man, he practices it all the time. He just sits in the range and he just throws satchels around. It's great.
I need to blow something up.
5-6 in favor of Augustana. More than enough rounds have now been taken
I've got your trail.
in Augustana's favor. And Loki making sure that showstopper does not connect. Absolutely. It did waste out the wall, but that is actually very, very smart play because they also now know one is being main, and they're just gonna sandwich this man. And they're gonna res Monkey Man Sam, and this, if things go well, we're looking at a good 5-7 half in favor of Augustana on an attack side. And with the lineup they have, that Killjoy, and the Sage, I see no problem. No problem with them having a good time holding. And Light Skin continuing to run it down. Monkey Man Sam saying, "Oh, I want mine," but we know who's coming next. Excellent round from Light Skin. Excellent half from Augustana in general. 7 on attack. I keep saying it. Huge.
Here.
Looks like the Mavericks are setting up for an A take. Here they're going to have to run into Dust and Light Skin. And we see what Light Skin's been doing into him, so. The mixture of this flashbang that he can possibly throw from Dust, this could look a little ugly. It looks like they're gonna blind up Heaven. They're gonna take full control of Heaven immediately. Light Skin with 1, Light Skin with 2. He's gonna throw the nade close, force him back a little bit. Unfortunately, both sides whiffing, and Light Skin takes out 3. What an unfortunate round for the Mavericks. And Light Skin's he does not want to heal. He wants to run it down. And Harp is actually gonna punish that, unfortunately, but Dust, who still managed to live in Heaven after everyone, they blinded him, they pushed him, he still lived away. This is why I like taking Heaven first. I don't like going on a site, because things like that happen. You got to get that Heaven control first, waterfall on the site, puts more pressure on them. They walk right out, and Light Skin having no problem with punishing that. Very lucky that the Frenzy runs out of ammo way too quick, but amazing round out of Light Skin. Amazing hold out of Augustana. And it looks like they hear a hard mid take. And they know they have shorties out there. They're gonna Loki though. Loki making a very interesting push here. He's gonna back up knowing Light Skin's now taken out and they have full control of ropes. And they're gonna go right back. They heard the rotates. This is actually kind of huge for the Mavericks. But they're gonna walk right back down mid. They don't take Heaven control. Wow. They might be grouping up. They do only have shotguns though on 2 of them. So their best bet, as Dust now spots out the Cypher and will force him to back up. They are going to group up for a B take. I feel like a Heaven push would have been a lot better for them. They would have had a lot more control, but they will have B for free. The entire Augustana team is off of site, and they're going to start hearing that. And now the plan comes in, and they're making the calls. Everyone's rotating, but this Cypher mid could be very huge, as Monkey Man Sam's going to walk right past him. Is aware of it. Very aware. Wow. And so he just chooses not to flank because he now knows that they are going to be ready for him. And they're just going to run that Pink Ranger down. Nexus, though, close sight with a shotgun down. Not going to get anything. Monkey Man Sam showing that his shotgun's a lot better. I told you it was going to happen. And Harp with the little flank here, but immediately traded out by Dust. And that secures round 9 for Augustana. The awareness on Monkey Man Sam to be prepared for someone to be there and to be checking it with a shotgun nonetheless. Wow. We love to see it. 9th round in favor of Augie, and If Monkey Man Sam can use his mollies correctly on whatever side he's playing on, force him into a stupid position, never mind, it looks like he's switching out to a stinger here. I was going to say, he could probably force out a couple nice kills with a judge.
Turret out.
Alright, he does actually switch out to a frenzy. He's going for the full save here on this bonus. And they're grouped up for a B take, and Loki's going to be right ready for it. He's not going to put his wall mid, he is going to put his wall on B main. That right there. Put him in a bad position. Actually kind of giving them plant with that one. I don't know. He wasn't 100% ready to know what to do after he walked away there, so unfortunately kind of gave him a good wall in their favor, but hopefully as these rotates come in we can probably clear out a few more people, unfortunately. But 3 people grouped up spawn is actually kind of crazy. And Rika will take the first one out, immediately traded, because again, 3 people in spawn. That is insane. And Pink Ranger's going to take out Light Skin, leaving Monkey Man Sam in a 1v4. I feel like the judge here would have gone crazy, but I don't even know where that actually went. He might have accidentally dropped it or something, like right as the round was ending. I don't feel like that's what happened. Augustana preparing for just about a full buy here. Looks like Loki's going to be on a little bit of a light buy, and Monkey Man Sam's going to be light armor here, but they still should have about as equal of utility on each other. So 6-9 in favor of Augustana. Nice. Monkey Man Sam playing a rat corner. I love this.
Alarm bot out.
Actually goes huge. They're preparing for a possible jet push, or not jet push, but a possible push. Two stacked up towards heaven. They don't want them to take heaven control, so that way Monkey Man Sam can get his play in his corner. But he is going to back up. Actually, he's going to play his utility on site. And Lightskin putting himself in a very good position if they rotate into him. If they don't go through ropes here, he's gonna be even if they go through ropes, I don't think they would expect him to be on ramp out of all places. But so already in a very good position, but I probably will need to rotate out of it eventually. But they are grouping up towards A. Dust, I'm pretty sure he's going to be prepared to be doing a little bit of jump spotting. That's exactly what he's doing. He's doing a little bit of a jiggle. He doesn't see nothing yet. The timing out of Dust. Unfortunate timing. But here comes Lightskin. Rosa ult. And Rika running it down on 2 of them. But the Harp and Nexus with the 2 nice little trades here. And they're just going to get plant, no problem. Harp on ramp. Getting ready to cut these people off. They should be aware of this. And they are very aware of it, and Monkey Man Sam having no problem just taking his head off. Nexus is gonna take out Dust. Monkey Man Sam and Loki. No problem cleaning them up though. Both winning their ones simultaneously. You can't ask for anything more than that. That is 6-10 in favor of Augustana. They are getting a nice, comfortable lead here. They now have their nice, comfortable rounds to, in case stuff happens, lucky shots, good team play. If something happens, they do have those rounds to lose now. And the economy is still kind of iffy, though, because they are still, like, you know, they are taking deaths here and there, though. And they will have a full buy plus the jet knives in favor of the Mavericks. Loki is going back to setting up towards mid. Looks like they're going to have a 3-man mid. And they're heavily grouped up towards A. This could be a quick and easy take here, as they're going to take full control of ramp. And Lightskin's going to spot out 1 here. For sure knows 1 is there. Now knows 2 is there. Late flashbang coming out from Rika. And they are just running all sorts down, and they smoke off heaven, and here they're already on site. Dust is in a 1v1 on site here, and he does win that one. Unfortunately then traded out by Jet. And Monkey Man Sam could be a huge ult here. He is going to save it though. They do believe that this round they might be more towards ramp than they expect. Actually, They're pushing him back to ramp. That is a very smart play. They know he can only be in the corner, only be stuck in that corner. But these people ramp. These people ramp are going to be huge. They do not have the smokes to clear that off. And they are calming that there are people out. And they do know that there's someone possibly in that corner. And that is going to punish Loki. And Shard is going to have no problem taking out Loki, I believe. No, probably taking out Monkey Man Sam. Should be a light buy save round for Augustana here. 7-10 again. I told you they have their comfortable losses here. They can have that loss. They can have a save round, possible another loss. I mean, we've seen their save rounds though. Save rounds can go crazy. People all of a sudden just hit headshots. They run them down with a stinger or something. Like they can go crazy with it. We'll find out. They are going to be grouped for a heavy B take. If Monkey Man Sam can get his one with the stinger, somehow get out and use his nades, that can be something crazy. And unfortunately, neither of them. The pressure comes fine enough from the Jet and the Rays that unfortunately neither of them get one. And Nexus running it in. And I don't think Guy couldn't see him at first. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill, but damage is done well enough that he could. But now he's just going to get ran down by multiple people here. Does calm that he isn't male. That's going to cause them to push up. And both of them being one hit, that would have been huge. Just to take any sort of weapons out would have probably been pretty good.
Towards at least one of us.
I feel like with how they know that Jet keeps dashing on the side, I feel like they need to play sight for this reason. Because trying to play close there, the Jet's probably going to notice the person close, or he's going to take the eye from the Killjoy away, and causing them to be able to run right out and just run him down. I feel like he has to play sight for that reason, but we'll see how this defense continues as we go through. They're going to be, this is a heavy take A. They're going to smoke right up on the ramp, and they're just going to take full control of ramp. Not a single person going through main. I'm sure we used his old gamer tag there. I'm sure Monkey Man Sam's calming that out. Monkey Man Sam with one, taking two. Has to back up. He reloaded with 11 shots. Oh no. It happens. We've seen it happen. Seen it happen loads. And Loki ready to take a 1v1 with Shard here on A Heaven. Dust putting himself in a... Or no, sorry. Wrong omen. Rika trying to run it in, but fortunately Shady was there to take his third. These two duelists, they're doing as much as they can here to try to get these rounds, but and Harp also have been such a key player this series so far. Couldn't really prove it last game, obviously, but this game especially, we've been killing it. And as speaking of killing it, there is Loki with 2 exits. Good economy damage, great economy damage. We'll find that out in a second here. As that Pink Ranger not getting in the luckiest of situations. Keep having to do light buys or keep having to be bought. And it's like we have a nice little Stinger light armor force buy coming out from Augustana. I'm gonna find out how this one goes down. Now it looks like the Mavericks will be set up with a lurking Cypher, as we thought the lurking Killjoy was bad enough. Now we have multiple people towards mid and one towards A, and they try to get the information B main, and they notice no one there. And Lightskin unfortunately taken out by Shard. That would have been a huge kill. He was all by himself. He could have had the free one. He could have walked out with a Phantom. And Rika's going to calm that there's multiple Heaven now. And just utility dump whatever they possibly can. Just saw 3 there for sure. And Dust, unfortunately, not prepared for Sage to drop down. And that's going to be full control of B-side. The last 2 players are now stuck in. And Harb, what a lovely headshot onto that. And Shard, being his nuisance self he was at the beginning of the round, he's doing it again, cutting him off on that rotate there. Jumped right over the wall. No cares, no cares. Loki left in a 1v5. Probably going to be a little save here, but he'll probably yet again try to take out 1 or 2 here. Does some nice damage on a Shard. Shard being one hit now. Does take out Shard. Traded out immediately by Nexus. 10-10. Well, those rounds that I said they have to lose, they're gone now. So they're gonna need to start cooking here. And it looks like it is gonna be a nice little buy here, and they're gonna get their timeout started. They gotta talk it through. Like, hey guys, we gotta hold this. We won 7 on attack. We can do so much better on defense. Come on. They got it. They understand. They know they have lurks. They know they get aggressive towards mid and heaven and whatever site, and usually a ramp. So, sure they're talking that through. They got this. As a get back into the game here, both sides. Basically a full buy here. Unfortunately, two of the Augustana Vikings are on a light armor, and possibly even a few people might have less utility. I'm sure I keep using the old gamer tag. I'm sure Monkey Man Sam here is on light armor due to his utility. So a small sacrifice, 25 less HP for the sake of full utility. Sounds like a good trade. And they're going to take full control of B Heaven yet again. And Dust is just going to back up for just in case of a possible player holding the close smoke. And they have full control of B Heaven. And that's going to cause a rotate out from Dust and Rika. And Lightskin. Lightskin unfortunately taken out.
They're concussed.
I know Razor's concussed. Rika's just going to send out a flashbang. They're going to break this wall right away. They know people are close on Heaven, so they can't necessarily push out too hard. And Harp is going to punish Rika for that, for doing just that.
Your duty is not over.
The res come out. They want this round, but Pink Rager's going to go and swing out and take out that res immediately. And Nexus traded out. And Loki doing his best to take a 1v1 there. That was actually that was a decent set of wall usage there, but Shady's gonna go ahead and clean everything up. And in case Shady didn't, I'm sure Harp would have had no problem with also getting the last kill there. 11-10. It's falling apart now. They seem to be proving that they can play a really good attack here, but we'll see what can come out of the rest of this game. Looks like they're probably going to be doing like a light buy or a force here because they can't give up that 12th round unless they do want to send it to overtime. Because I mean we've seen they can take overtimes like it's nothing. Looks like they're going to take. Oh, now they're up to two for Heaven, and they're stacking towards B. I would say this is very smart with how they've been playing, but they've also been playing heavy towards A Heaven, so they didn't spot the people B main. They're getting a fast rotate. I like this. They got their information. They got out. They don't care about anything else. They could all be sitting in spawn for all they think, but it looks like the Mavericks will be grouping up towards mid. And it looks like this probably might be another A Heaven push or B Heaven push. And Dust prepared to just accept whatever's coming for him, whether he gets one or two or taken out immediately. And I love this from them. They walked right back to B when they didn't hear anything. And it looks like Cypher being his nuisance self again. Slow pushing up Heaven. And he's going to get spotted by Monkey Man Sam here in a second. He does spot out. And here comes Jet. Rika taking one and even playing a little dance with the Pink Ranger. But unfortunately is taken out. Loki takes his one. And unfortunate Monkey Man Sam taken out. And that's going to be the lockdown destroyed. No, it is not. Loki's going to take his. And this can be a fairly clean retake here. If they get on site, they know they have to be towards back site or B main. And it's not at all planted for him. That's a clean kill. Loki probably didn't need to swing that. He probably could have helped that.
Shadows traveling.
5 bullets on the...
One enemy remaining.
Unfortunate. The Stinger was not diff in that situation, and he wasn't able to get the quick kill. Probably would have been so ready for that jet, too, to walk right out if he could get the kill a little bit quicker there. I feel like that could have been a very clean defuse. I don't know. He wanted to put a little more cover, and unfortunately he got punished for the overheat play there. So.
Recalling my bot.
But here we are. Mavericks are grouped up towards A this time, and Lightskin getting in an even more rat of a corner there.
Going out.
And they are grouped up towards B, and Loki even pushing A main for the orb. They're gonna hear this. They're gonna run him down. He's gonna get out though. A lot of damage done towards him. And Jet's gonna run out. He's coming. They're running out. He's already gonna get chased out right here, right now. But unfortunately the Jet wasn't able to peek him in time. So he's able to get one and even get him around. But it looks like excellent dog. But unfortunately Peak Ranger trades him out, and everyone else having no problem just walking out on that. And now they have caught that he is up towards heaven. Even insult to injury with the nade there, taking out a third of his health. They do know last one is somewhere around heaven. And Dusk can hear him all sorts. They have the people holding heaven. He's holding main. Again, very good patient play. Although if he does push, never mind. There's Monkey Man Sam prepping for if he pushes screens. Guy, you gotta look away at the wrong time here. I don't think that's gonna punish him too hard. Harper's just gonna walk right into his crosshair. Amazing hold from Augustana there. Very lucky on Loki to get away with his life there. That Jet should have just ran him right down, but Rika using her ult and her dog perfectly to get him in a good position. Unfortunately, Sage does hit the headshot on that. He did have that extra second to get him in a good position to get this kill, but Concuss doesn't stop where the Concuss doesn't stop where his crosshair is. So if it did, I'd be playing Breach a lot more. I'm gonna be honest with you. And they're sending 3 towards mid, and Nexus running straight up mid, getting ready to push up to heaven yet again. They have 3 men towards heaven, and yet again they have that lurk towards A. They even have the Sage through A main. Sage is gonna walk right out. Sage is probably gonna walk right into. Ooh, but he's checked and he takes out Lightskin, but traded immediately by Dust. And Nexus taking 2 from the ropes here. Now that is full control of A side. Is now a 2v4 in favor of the Mavericks. And they have 2 people towards heaven, and they are planning it towards heaven. This is going to be very difficult for Augustana. Not even going to be able to clear anything either. Does see the person flower. But they aren't ready for Nexus. I'm sure they can't be, yeah. They are ready for someone to be that way, but they don't know how deep he's going to be, so. Unfortunately, with the flank from Nexus, there was no way that was being won. 13-11, still very close for it being a map that, like I said at the beginning, Augustana not a huge favor of. And so we saw as this goes down, luckily still very close game. Still much potential for them if they want to work on this map. I can see it. Oh, you just cut me off. Oh, sorry. Okay, we'll be right back with map 3. Needs 5, cool.
Is a state of mind. You're more than curious. You live for the unknown and chase the unexpected. You're not just a student. You're a poet.
You still wouldn't believe.
A mentor with the power to shape our future. You don't follow a pattern. You follow a vision. You stand out from the crowd. Because for you, learning is a matter of heart. It's not just what you do, it's how you do it. Because you know how matters. At Augustana College, we know it too. So learn boldly, live brightly, and the future will get brighter too. At Augustana College.
It's a text message-based, anonymous, and confidential emotional support hotline. And it's created specifically for the gaming community. Because we're gamers and creators, and we want to help each other. So, how does it work? Well, you text us and we listen. Our hotline is 100% anonymous. We can talk about anything you need to, and only what you want to. The Games and Online Harassment Hotline is an inclusive resource for anyone, no matter how you identify. If you feel that you need emotional support, you can start right now by texting support to 23368, and our qualified responders will be there to listen to you, free of charge. Reach out, get help, and let's make this community a better place to work and play.
And we are back with map 3 series tied 1-1. Here, Augustana Vikings are starting on attacking or on ascent. Getting ready for, looks like will probably be a quick B-take to start this one off. We've seen some close ones, we've seen some absolute chaoses from your Augustana Vikings on this map, so let's see how this game renders out. And they should have, hopefully, no problem taking care of business as it should have in the last map. It was a very, very close game, unfortunately. It looks like they're going to be going out mid here. Smoking off Cat, they're just going to walk right down mid. And that's going to cause the Mavericks to walk off of, walk a little bit off A, as Sage is going to go for early rotate. That forces no one but this KO now stuck somewhere. And they know that, and they're gonna clear him right out. That is one of these high kill players from last game, Shady right there, and Rika dropping hard, but yet again another big kill. And even take out Nexus, just as huge as a kill, honestly, and now they're fully aware of where that Sage is. Knows where he has to be. I think, yep, here comes Rika coming right in to take that last kill. Nice little 3K to open up the game for Rika. It was a fairly decent play there pushing to be made, and they didn't even get Spike, but luckily for Augustana, Loki got the nice little kill through the smoke, and they just ran down the KO who wasn't ready for them to run right through that smoke. got right back control of the bomb, got control of site, even just finished. I don't even think, do they even plant the spike? I think they just ran down the last few, honestly. They just kept running in their crosshairs. Looks like they're prepping up for a little bit of the same old, hopefully here. Should go a little bit smoother for they should have the heavier firepower, but we will see. Actually, it looks like more of just a hard B take. Oh, nope, they are going out still mid again. As we see, they just get full control. They full stacked B, so this should, or full stacked A, so this is a quick and easy take. They already know one is flanking them from mid. So they get full control, so they get right on there. They are fully aware they heard multiple towards market now. I'm sure they have no doubt that someone is probably flanking them.
There.
They have 3 people flanking them though. Oh, back down to 2 here. They're trying to figure out how they want to do this, but it looks like they're just actually waiting for exits. They're gonna 5-man wait for exits and last second maybe run in, just die or go for. This is an interesting very interesting play actually. The patience on Augustana, they're not gonna run down these kills, but they are fully aware that they're doing such a thing. And now they run down the people as A main and B main is just, or sorry, spawn. Now these people A main are just worthless, and both of them are just gonna die right to spike. Great idea. Instead of people spreading out, they all took one area, and it worked out flawlessly in their favor. Huge round. I mean, sorry, huge amount of people alive in this situation. The money is through the roof now. If they can get a few good kills here, that can really, really hit the economy of the Mavericks.
No prisoners.
Like I say, they're grouped for a mid/A take. Probably gonna take it right up tree here.
There.
They are actually smoking off. No, that was the Mavericks smoking that off. And
There.
Sage, they're gonna run down Sage a little bit, try to get a little bit of damage. But Sage, he's gonna walk right back out. I didn't. So was there a smoke in the way or something? But... And Jet, they are fully aware of Jet being close, and now they're aware of someone being in trees. So they're gonna run it down here. Harb's gonna peek out, but Monkey Man Sam taking a nice recall on him. But Shady's gonna clean most of it up now, leaving Loki and now a 1v4. Yet again, if he can possibly, nope, unfortunately Nexus will take him out. He could have got maybe 1, even 2, matter of fact. If he could have done such a thing, that could have been huge. That will leave Harb to be on a light buy here, possibly gonna get a buy from Sage, who appears to just be non-stop using the Spectre, I'm telling you. And this will be a full buy for Augustana, full utility, extra money in the bank. They could probably lose this round and still have plenty of money to buy, especially if they get the plant. So, like I said, the flawless on second round is usually huge.
I'll find you.
Prepare to get some information. They are not going to spot the Jet on the switch, and they're going to get aggressive, man, with that one way. Omen being in one, this could be huge for them if they don't go to check
I have
this.
the spike.
But it looks like they're just gonna take it 5-man mid, and they're gonna probably try to clear out this Sage right here.
Still in sight.
Peeking at the absolute worst times on both sides here. The Sage trying to be very patient. Doesn't want to give up too much because doesn't have the best of gun for the situation. Or they heard that too, so they do know one could possibly be Pizza. They're still aggressive A main, but they are still coming back to hold tree, and that's gonna leave neat little contact play, and that will punish Rika and even Light Skin. Both of them taken out by Shady, and Sage running it down, walking right into Monkey Man's crosshair, and Harp taking the one from A main, leaving just Loki and Monkey Man Sam, who was spotted going into market. Knowing Killjoy is still around the area, he is gonna. Fortunately, he peeks with his knife out, man, and Shard is going to finish the round, taking out Loki. 2-2, all tied up on your third map. we have a little bit of a force coming out for Augustana. Like I said, they did have that extra money that they might be able to get out a little bit of a buy here, but I guess I stand corrected as economy looks kind of didn't really get too much, and like I said, they didn't get the plan either, so we are on a nice little light buy for Augustana, and 5 Phantoms down for Mavs. The one way coming in immediately to take out Monkey Man Sam. This aggressive A main, that can be pretty big for defense. And they now are fully aware of Rika's whereabouts being close to mid, and this Sage prepared to peek on out. This could be pretty huge to get this kill if he doesn't check in. It looks like they aren't aware of the whereabouts, but traded luckily before too much more happened. And Shady is going to get another one. And Dust, unfortunately, not enough ammo to get his one. So to get his one with the Phantom, at least he does switch out to the Sheriff to take one. Could have had 2 there, unfortunately didn't hit the shot. Or maybe it didn't register on 100%.
There.
3-2 in the favor of Mavericks, and yet again, here's Augustana with a lot of ults. Looks like they're going to take this KJ ult and they're just going to run it down onto B. This could actually be denied if KO decides to ult here after this knife. Honestly, if they walk right out of here, gets the information on 1 and takes out Shady immediately. This is huge. They now know Killjoy is stuck on site. If they take it a little slow, they will clear out this. And Dust is gonna honestly just running it on down on the site here. TPing around the site, was not prepared for it. That is site for free. 2v5 now in favor of Augustana. They know no one spawn. They know the last guy is now light skin yet again. There it is. Couldn't react fast enough for that.
I survived obliteration. I will survive them.
And now they traded a KJ ult for a Fade ult. This is another ult that can very much take clear of sight. Feel like it might, yep, and as they're grouping up towards B, it might be the better bet to go B with it for the more close quarters, more opportunity to hit it. Honestly, that's exactly what they are going to do. They are going to be sending Dust top mid here. They might possibly smoke off Cat and take another mid push again. Looks like Jet here jump spotting. Is going to spot out Rika. And even just swing out. Rika a little too movie for Nexus, who couldn't figure out which target to shoot at and will be taken out immediately. Rika does spot out Pink Ranger, who does get away with his life for just a little bit longer, but with half health, a 2v5, still has the Fade ult in the boards for next round. It looks like they're just going to save this round out. They're going to group up towards spawn. Might go for some sort of push. No, it looks like they are just going to go ahead and save the rest of this round. Sage being 1 off the res can be huge for next round here, and I feel like if the Sage can either get 1 here or just die trying regardless, that can come huge. But it looks like with 1 tree and now the information coming out with the push through, they're gonna go ahead and just continue taking this all together right here. With Dust coming out through mid, and there's the, I said get the killer die trying, and came much more in a favor of dying trying there. What a shot from Dust right there. Sure, he is, weirdly enough, I feel like he's freaking the hell out right now. Like, oh, there's where he was. 4-3 in favor of Augustana now. These lead changes tonight have been crazy. And looks like the coach of Augustana is now going to take a timeout and talk through what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what they need to keep doing, what they need to work on. With this Fade ult, this can be a huge next round. We can get, might have to be a B take, but we'll have to see what happens. With KO ult still on the board, and now the Sage ult on the board, plus with the Omen for the fast TP, for the fast rotate. You know, utility could be nothing this next round for Augustana. We'll find out. As we get back, 3-4 favor of Augustana, getting ready for this B execute. If they aren't cut off by this KO right here, this should be a quick Fade ult execute on towards B. But Fade looks like actually Fade is towards A with it. They might suspect an A take with that. But if they group back up and Fade ults onto B, this can be very huge. This is a very, very smart play that's keeping the people onto A. And with enough room, he can easily just run away. What an amazing fake coming out from Light Skin there. Now he's just good. He should just ult on the side here. There should be no problem now. They're not going to be able to rotate fast enough for this. What a amazing play. And he is going to ult the right side of side. He's reading the... Never mind. He's ulting the left side, playing it safe. And does catch the one on site. Lights up the Sage. Even catches the Sage in the suck, but it, one is lit. Does take 2 from Shard. Not the best scenario, but still getting away with a lot. And ooh, Lightskin not being seen. Very close on that one. When KOL comes out, they should just run this down on the site, and that's exactly what they're doing now. 4-4 all tied up again. They still have that res, and I believe now they have KJ ult, so the retake will be going crazy if they do even choose to take A. It doesn't look like A site's really been in the books too much for Augustana, knowing that Nexus along with Harp is playing towards tree and towards back site. Not too much they really think of, but they, let's see, in terms of ults, yeah, nothing close for Augustana, and actually nothing close in general for the major ults, in my opinion. We do have, like I said, we do also have the ult on Killjoy on the opposing team, so the retake might go a little crazy here, and that's, but an amazing first shot on Rika to open up. They beating him to the one-way there. What a shot. Omen's gonna tuck himself into mail here. Actually, kind of deciding what he wants to do. He is gonna hold that until the smoke goes away, but now that it goes away, he does take the kill on Rika, who decides to push in for more. And unfortunately, even Loki is now taking out, and Lightskin with 1, Lightskin with 2, and they know they are aware that 2 people are for sure at least on A with that res. And Dust has a neat little lurk here. Gonna have to go a little bit faster though, because Lightskin doesn't get 1 here. This could look really bad. And looks like, what a shot from Lightskin! Unfortunately traded, he wasn't prepared for the third one, but with the Sage slowing himself there, oh, does hear the guy. Doesn't miss, and unfortunately guy is taken out. What a crazy second shot from Lightskin there. If only he would have suspected the third one there, that would have been it right there, but unfortunate. Good to see that Dust was able to quickly rotate it, because he did kind of hold that spot for... He was trying to cut the mid off, which was a very great idea. Unfortunately, they did all go spawn, and it wasn't in his favor. Clean opening up for Rika, unfortunately. Harp there with the refrag, but we will now come to see how the rest of this plays out. They still have that Killjoy ult. The retake can come in if need be. It looks like they're going to go for that aggressive hold again. And they're just going to run right into a blender now that it's now Spike in there. But Guy with a nice little trade. Unfortunately traded right back by Harp, leaving in a 2v4. They're going to re-smoke that immediately. And now they're going to gain info on both of them. They do recover Spike. They do get out. Now with 1 mid, 3 on A, this is looking kind of hard for the Vikings in this very position, but see how this can be pulled out right here. Still 3. They're relying on that Killjoy utility to give them any sort of info. That is huge. None of it was broken down. They had everything on site. One thing mid, one thing site. they had no reason to rotate, and that's going to cause them to be in a very, very unsafe environment here when they push in.
30 seconds left.
Dust is going to take first contact here. Oh, no, looks like Loki's going to take first contact unless a peek from Heaven comes.
Last player standing.
And there's the double peek from Tree and Heaven. 6-4 in favor of the Mavericks. And here we have that fatal yet again, mixed in with a little bit of a dust ult here. We saw as he did with the last one, just ran right into the bag of sight, took that killjoy out. That was just didn't know where to go throughout that KJ ult. I'm sure they should be aware that this might be towards of a B take because that's where they did last time, and this knife's gonna be huge for him. Not gonna cut off the ult. Tried to get it off in time, but don't think it would. I probably would have seen that killjoy. Yes.
Face your fear!
Not ready.
They are going to get the information on the one on site, but that omen smoke along with the flashbang really stopping them here, and they're gonna have to just run this down on the site. They know the one was back site, but now they're towards spawn, and they're just gonna run right back on the site. Loki with one.
Down, B.
Dust with the other. Lightskin taking out the third. I'm telling you, these kids. Lightskin especially. And Harp's gonna take his on Dust and Loki and Dust now. Leaving Rika in a 1v2. Very lit. As the bomb gets the initial peek, gets the heal off. 5 bullets though. What a play from Rika. Maybe she will be ready, and unfortunately, Pink Ranger in another 1v1. Took him 3 maps, but looks like he's getting warmed up for those 1v1s now. 7-4 in favor of Harp. A 5 would be amazing. I think 4 is just enough. As I was stating last
round before the
last game, unfortunately didn't go in favor of Augustana, but maps that can be heavily defensive sided, heavily attacker sided, it's best you get as many rounds as possible, and on the quote unquote undesired half. So yet again, the C4, that's where it comes to the just enough side, but if they do get this 5th round, that would be massive. Also on the board, I believe they're coming a little close to a KJ ult here though. Yeah, 1 off the KJ ult. I think they're gonna push towards that B main to get that one, and next is being taken out immediately. Not a hair touched on Rika. Getting away freely with that. Just didn't clear the person male, but with that flash, he is going to give himself away, and he's going to get out of that. Now we have 3 towards A and 1 towards B. This is very, very huge. And that's going to cause them to complete rotate. If they can get full control of site here, and Rika doing her damage yet again. Knows he has to back up. And now they're fully aware of the killjoy, and Rika's just gonna take out another one. And oh, it's a bit of a sloppy fight, but it does. I guess it does technically come out in terms of damage with Rika on top, and gonna take him out anyways. What a round from Rika. 3v1 in favor of Augustana, and Harp gotta be ready. Gotta be prepared for another one. Like Dust is still alive, and we know Dust likes to lurk here, so. No time, add insult to injury with the door. He's just running down, 6 bullets left. Doesn't know what he's doing right now. Does swing out, and he is shot by 4 separate people. That is 7-5 in the half. I'm gonna say that is a pretty good half for such a defender-sided map. All they just need some pistol round here. Get some utility up. They should have no problem finishing out this game. Might be another close one, honestly, with how it's starting. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully we don't see any crazy jet plays as we saw. I believe that he was on jet, I believe. Nexus. So hopefully we don't see any more crazy jet plays in this half. Find out how this goes down. There's a Lakers game in 10 minutes, so hopefully this game speeds up a little bit. In Augie's favor, of course. I would hate to see this turn out for the worst, but they are grouped out. Looks like we got grouped up towards the B site. Monkey Man Sam's gonna have a lot on his plate here, along with Loki. Loki gonna shoot a shoot shot through the smoke. Knows one has to be towards the position, and they're just gonna walk right past lane. Very smart of them to do such a thing. Monkey Man Sam still gets one. Even probably a little bit damage with that nade too. Harps is gonna take one out, but Loki traded him immediately. Leaving now Augustana with two very lit players. But Spike. Is Spike on site? Okay, they do have a very late peak, and they're aware of it. They're thinking that it could probably come in, and awareness on the both of them is amazing. 3v2, they know one is for sure on site. With that one now, they don't know 100%. I don't know if they 100% knew where the Sage could have been, and that is they are aware that Sage is there too also now, so they know both are on site. And Lightskin taking out the rest of the team, as he's been doing this game, as he's been doing this entire match. Honestly, we've been seeing a lot of it. 14-8 to start the second half, basically, for Lightskin. Incredible games I'm seeing out of this man. Still no ace on the ace board though. We almost had one from Lightskin there like 4 rounds ago. We almost had one from Rika just a few rounds ago also. But we're Mr. and even a Miss 4Ks coming out here. Looks like the Mavericks are grouped up for an A split, and hey, if it was working for them, Augustana is gonna do it, and they're gonna hopefully do it better, as they are now grouping up for a 4-man take towards tree. Dust is aware of it. He backs up a little bit. Loki trying to be a little bit of a distraction here, and Rika's gonna take one. Rika traded out immediately then by Guy. Not really traded out, my bad. And that leaves Pink Ranger in a 1v5. A flawless second round would be great right here. And that is exactly how it's going to go down. Excellent hold from our tree players right there. Everyone got right hit tree the moment they heard the people on cat. Loki spotted like 2 or 3 of them, I believe, from his position mid. So they were able to make that quick rotate. They're like, all right, no one's aiming. I'm going to come out. Awesome awareness, awesome teamwork. And now this bonus. Let's see how this bonus goes down. We do have a rifle on the board. So, and we know Loki. We've seen Loki hit a couple nice deagle shots this match already. Looks like they got a 4-man push towards A, and they're gonna making comms that there's a lot of people there. So many people, in fact, they didn't even think about shooting it. And Loki probably going to get taken out by this lurking KJ. Just gets out of the view. Very good timing on that. And they're playing it very nice and slow. They don't know how many people can be on that site. They don't know that nobody's even there. They are making the comms that there was one mid. And I think Lightskin's going to get a nice little kill on to the Killjoy. Shard, unfortunately, not taken. And he knows that one is in towards top mid, or at least fairly close mid. And I think they're just about to have a nice little dash out right here. Yep. And as they come out, Lightskin unfortunately take out, but Rika and Dust with 2 immediately. And Rika with the second. And even prepared to play Ring Around the Rosie, almost take out Nexus here. And Nexus, the run back side, just forgetting about Dust, who was just also right there behind her. And that is the bonus round in favor of Augustana. 7-8. I told you, as long as they got that 5, it should feel good. Still feel pretty good. Their defense is really good, and especially on a map like Ascent, where I'm sure like they've had their ups and downs, but I don't know. I usually see such a great defense come out from them, especially on that B site, and then the A retakes are just amazing. In that case, they didn't need to retake. They just swung out heaven, and they couldn't contest some Spectres. So. Looks like they are going to make a full group towards A again here. They do have the KJ utility mid, and that's probably going to cause them to have to play a little slow, and they're just going to walk right in. And unfortunate that Lightskin is not able to take one out here. That is full control of site, full control of everything. This could look ugly, but Lightskin taking out one, no problem. This kid is, it's crazy. And Nexus getting his one, getting out, and unfortunately does not get the Vandals, so all 3 of them are spotted by that. They know all of them have to be there, and Lightskin with 3. Dust traded out, and Lightskin even traded out. This is looking kind of Looking kind of sloppy now, but Loki's gonna go ahead and finish it up. Huge ult shooting it towards hell like that. Before the game I called him Astro Boy, but I forget this man's been playing nothing but Fade on this map. 7-9 in favor of your Augustana Vikings. 4 straight on the attack to start off. And there's that Odin. There's that Odin that Coach Paul was talking about. Gotta have it on this map. And of course, God, what is it called? The I guess drone, not drone.
There.
Dang, I'm trying to think. It's like the ping. You get the it's like Sova but cooler. Amazing damage and amazing cover coming from Rika here. They're gonna both go ahead and get on out of there. They got their one, and this is they're just wasting away this KO ult. They know they can't be here anymore. The KO is gone. They're just gonna sprint right up tree where Bunky Man Sam just put himself in an amazing position. Wine. And Loki's gonna take another out mid here. Loki and Rika wasting no time getting control of this mid again. I don't know if they're 100% gonna be aware of this Killjoy. This Killjoy might get one of them here, and if lucky, even possibly both. But oh, it's gonna peek out a little early, and Rika's gonna punish that, no problem. Oh, just peek, Donovan. Come on. Oh no, they were ready for it. Well, I guess this peek was a little. Well, no, they were just aware. But great damage nonetheless. And they're just gonna walk right on the site.
One enemy remaining.
Dust should be able to just swing here and be no problem. But Loki will also just clean up. Amazing work coming from the Augustana duelists. Amazing work holding down that site, getting the information. And they're back onto a save. This is huge. They do have that. If they do keep that Ares though, they might get a little bit of a spam back here on Lightskin if he does continue to hold the same spot. And they will group up towards B, so it could be possible it happens.
There.
This might be a spam battle that hopefully Lightskin wins here. Oh, just a little to the left, bud. Gonna play it smart. He's gonna use his util. Get the information. Is aware that they are towards it, and they're just gonna take full control of mid. Rika wasting no time, and the help from, I believe that's Dust. Unfortunately, will be taken out, and Loki probably should just back up. Yep, with his teammate is being smoked off, but actually can regress now that we do have this smoke. Is aware that someone is still close to screen. And what damage. And out of all, well, I guess they didn't kill the Sage, but the Sage does not have the heal yet. I think the Sage used the heal on someone else, but 1 HP on Jet. I think they just waited out. They wait out the push, and they use their they get a heal out, and then they just send it. But God, this a perfectly timed eye right here could spell trouble with that Odin. Sage now has the heal, and they're ready to take this push. They are smoking stuff off. I'm telling you, this eye.
Seconds left.
Trying to hide. Bring them.
What did I say? 2 quick kills from Lightskin, and gets the ping onto the Sage, and Loki just running it in, killing that person lost, and Lightskin's gonna complete it. What did I say? What an eye from Lightskin to take out 2 free kills out in the open, no problem. Get behind cover. What are you doing? Good job. $7-11 in favor of Augustana. I need me a slushie now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, they are doing a mid split here. They're pushing in that top mid in that screen. They're just gonna walk right out. Loki though, what a play out of this. Stops that push mid immediately. Gets his one. pretends like he's backed up. He might actually get it. Oh, they were aware of it. They did spot out the tip of the gun. That would have been pretty friggin' huge right there. He probably could have had another one if they did not see him. And they are going to group up towards A. They do have the gun. They do have the control now. They are grouped up towards A, but we have Rika and we have Light Skin. So, and right as I say that, both players having no problems getting 2 of their own right there. 7-12 favor of Augustana.
Match point.
I said 7-5 was a good place to be. They probably could have been 10-2, honestly, and been doing just fine. They're not giving up any rounds right now. Loki now switching to the op. Should have no problem holding that down. Now with the KJ ult, they could possibly take a beat hit here, and that's looks like what they're about to do. They are putting that Jet lurk and that Omen lurk. Looks like there is a third one also, but KJ and
You should run.
oh, this is a fake actually. They're getting ready to take. Okay, well this Fade ult right here might actually go pretty crazy. And it looks like,
We'll catch them.
and they're aware of the. They're not aware of the fake. They do know one is top gen now. They should at least. They spot out the one, but unfortunately Rika taken out immediately. The damage done on guy. They should just save this op right here. I think I need to stop talking though. I say that and they immediately take this round.
Last player standing.
Oh, the push through tree is pretty huge, and they doesn't look like Monkey Man Sam's gonna get away with the op, but he is gonna catch. He is. Oh, I don't know. He's not going back for the op. Darn. That's a bit of a money loss right there, but I mean, hey, with the rounds they've been winning, I'm sure they're just stacked on that, unless they've been giving up a decent amount of kills here. Yeah, no, money is absolutely stacked. Should have no problem getting the op and the Odin back. Unfortunately, can't do a little more economy damage, but now with a Fade and a KJ ult now, this should look really good to finish off this game right here. 8-12 looks like they're going to play a little bit passive now on A. Passive a little bit on B here, but they are going to try to get that mid control right here. Which we've seen so far this game. They've been having no problem with it. They do hear multiple towards A, and they're just, looks like they're just going to run it down on A. The smoke didn't come out fast enough, and Nexus is going to pay for it. El Omen. Dust is traded out by Shady here, though, and they are going to get that quick plant. They do have the Fade and the KJ ult for this retake. This retake should come in pretty well. Ooh, but a flash coming at the wrong time, but Rika's going to take one, take two, technically three. She's going to get four. Are we going to finally have an ace on the ace board? Let's find out. They know one's tree. Reese is going to take that. That's technically the ace. Let's go ahead and secure this 6K. Oh my gosh, she does it. That is the game right there. Let's go home, people. Let's go home. 8-13 in favor of Augustana. 2-1 victory. Let's call it a night, guys.
Thank you for joining us, everyone, tonight, as we had your Vikings of Augustana College take out the Mavericks of Colorado Mesa. This is just game one of a 3-team group play for Gold Team. They will be facing Western Colorado in game number 2 on Wednesday. We will try to bring you some coverage of that game, as well as our first League of Legends match with your league Gold Team taking on a to-be-determined team. Watch our social media at Augustana or at Augie Esports _IL to get all of our latest game updates, as we have 2 Valorant teams, 2 League teams, and Rocket League playing this week for their right to be played in the 8-team bracket stage in June. Thank you for joining us. We will see you Wednesday.
You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you.